It was 6 months ago on December the 6th Monolith was released, a brand new map with changes to every hero. It was meant to speed up the game and eliminate travel mode, which has been a very heated topic through all its iterations on Legacy. So 6 months on, how far has Monolith come with the vision and how far does it still need to go? Let's take a look. So before we talk about Monolith, let's look at good old Legacy. For roughly 5 to 6 months before Monolith's launch, we were in a very stale tanky meta. I mean, even carries could build for almost full tank and be fine. Teamfights were a lot slower and could last a good 3 minutes late game. Half of the time we didn't know what the hell was going on. We knew Epic were working on something for a solution, but we had no idea what until the 30th of September we first heard about the new map, Monolith. Something they kept reminding us that even with its release, Monolith and the whole meta was in alpha again. So it was 6 months behind from what Legacy was in around June last year, and those 6 months of not much updates on Legacy due to Monolith's development, so we could comfortably say Monolith pushed the game back around a year. That's a big sacrifice to make development wise, and we had no idea what Monolith would honestly be, and even 6 months later, we still have the old chance of bringing Legacy back. So with Monolith's launch, it took us a few weeks for us to really suss out the meta. Well, 2 metas in fact, combined together made a drastic difference from Legacy, let's say. First, we have faster time to kill. There's always a perfect balance needed with time to kill in any multiplayer game. Legacy's was very slow, that even with Monolith's time to kill just being a bit too fast than it should be, the difference was hard to get used to for everyone. And on top of the crazy crowd control meta, imagine with a high time to kill there was going to be a problem. Players getting stunned with any CC would pretty much mean game over, and certain heroes came to the top of the pile of the meta. Still, with his long range and big radius ultimate and Rampage 2-second stun were one of the 2 big ones. But this meta really hit the breaking point for me on the 31st of January when a certain new hero released called Aurora. Throwing a heavy CC hero with over the top scaling was just going to call for a disaster, and she dominated drafts for a whole 2 to 3 weeks. It got so damn repetitive, you could even build crit, attack speed etc on her, and the worst thing was it worked really well. Something needed to change and 2 big updates came out, one on the 14th of March and the most recent being Age of Intellect, gave us a lot more options to counter CC with cards like Thermobond, Toxigel, buff to most splint cards, and many of these cards going in universal, and being tanky more worthwhile means time to kill for those heroes who want to build tanky went down, making tanks more viable, which was needed. With nerfs to the 3 biggest CC culprits being still Aurora and Rampage, things are looking a lot more positive. However, between those 2 updates we did have a rocky 2 weeks. The Raptor and Orb changes that made them worthwhile objectives to the point that after 10 minutes it turned into a team deathmatch was not fun, and how Orb had death touch made split pushing pointless. Definitely one of the worst few weeks in Paragon I can remember, and I've played since April last year. Now going back to the present day, if you're watching it the day this comes out, we have had to get over a lot of problems to where we are now. I believe we are in the best meta Monolith has ever been in, and maybe even Paragon as a whole. The options with card changes and hero balances, even though a few need minor tweaks, feels very healthy and lively state for sure. Transparency with Epic has never been better, with the community corner giving insight and knowledge on updates and design choices every single week, like how they know wards are not in a good spot and how they are looking to help supports out. I advise everyone to watch them. A few big streamers most recently have been picking up the game and giving it a try, and I have also seen an influx of new players, or at least players who want to engage in the community, with Paragon's active Reddit members feeling like they have almost dabbled feels amazing. But there has been something I have mixed within the last 6 months, being on the 3rd of February, the 2017 roadmap. As stated in the roadmap, ranked mode, 2 new game modes, one being PvE, another PvP, and a whole new card rework was in the works, and none have yet been released. And in the next 6 months, all these will be released to us in some sort of state. Card rework is out now of the design phase and is in testing, meant to be out this summer. It can't come soon enough, with new players always complaining how hard it is to learn and understand, so fingers crossed it touches on that. Only a few community corners ago they teased in the next few months maybe we will play one of the new game modes in its very early form, most likely the PvP one. I'm sure ranked is there, just Epic are waiting for the big balance changes to happen and increase advertisements to increase the player base. With the first official tournament happening in August, my guess is around then we'll see ranked play. The 2 new game modes I'm very confident we would have both tested by the end of the year, even could be out by then, but I don't expect Paragon to quote unquote fully launch until spring next year, just my personal guess. So the last 6 months have had a lot of up and downs, and people really question, was the change to Monolith worth it? But with the last big update and seeing all the big changes still to come in 2017 all right around the corner, for me personally I cannot wait for, and I honestly feel the change to Monolith has been worth it already in my opinion. This was a different video for sure. I just wanted to give my opinion and a bit of a history on the last 6 months so we can all look back at and see all the big stuff still to come very soon. It's an exciting time for Paragon as it continues to grow, and with the next 6 months it's going to be bigger and better for sure. But thank you all for joining me on this little history trip on Monolith, and I'll see you guys next time.